Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Agan Fires. This is Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. Apparently, this is a remake of an existing game in which Sherlock Holmes has to stop an obsessed cult from summoning Cthulhu. And you guys know how much I love Cthulhu. The shadow over London. Or Innsmouth. Baker Street. Dr. John Watson.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
All right. Welcome to the game. Okay, cool. Oh, I can bump into stuff. I'm not sure if that's going to play into it later, but I love this. All right. Very cool. How you doing, John?
This mess is getting out of hand. What will the landlady think?
I'm just walking around my apartment. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Cool. Oh. There was a heartbeat for a second. Visit Barnes Bookshop.
Your order from Barnes Bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Okay, so this gets the heartbeat. London Advertiser, September 28th, 1882. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by Swedish Princess Ildur. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Ildur's personal bodyguard. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty, and never returned from his late-night promenade.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting.
What are we doing, Holmes? Oh.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
All right. I'm detecting.
I don't see the strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice spanning many months and involving many men. A missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
All right. Sherlock Holmes is digging through poop. Okay. Okay, I'm going to just bump into some stuff here. Okay, come on, John Watson. Hey. Come on, Watson. That's a dustbin. It is not the dustbin. Okay. Oh, look at this. Even the plant moves. This is awesome. It's rainy today. Why not dress in something more appropriate for the weather? Oh my goodness. I don't actually know what I'm looking at here. Alright. I'm sure that'll become important later. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, well, it's raining, so we need a coat, obviously. And we can get a hat. Okay, so obviously he needs a hat. I mean, let's be real here, guys. Oh, but do we need glasses? Absolutely. And, quite obviously, a distinguished mustache. Okay. Sherlock Holmes with some wear and tear. We'll get to that, I'm sure. And we also have Watson! Alright, you need a hat, sir. It is raining, after all. Well, that's marvelous. Oh, look at this. Coming through. Come on, Watson. Okay. Cool. Look at all this. Hey, John. Oh. I did my Last of Us thing. I'm sure that'll do something for us later. Oh, my. John! What did I do, John? Cthulhu vision! Oh, I'm sure we'll see some tentacles in the sky later. Hi. Alright. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I found whatever this is.
A cactus spine.
Sure.
If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
That's interesting. Alright. Help me out, John. Oh, wait.
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
I don't know, I have a very convincing hat.
Get the Strand. Get your copy of the Strand here. Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
Fair point. Okay, what's going on today?
Any breaking news today?
The dock accident. It's the talk of the town.
Yes, yes. Besides the tripe on the front page, anything
I don't
about
know.
burglaries?
I'm not sure, sir.
Was there an eldritch denizen of the sea that was responsible for that dock accident? What happened to my newspaper?
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson?
A remarkable
Sure,
lad.
now I can take the day off.
Okay. What did he do to the paper?
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there was a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Ever heard of a well-read assassin?
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
Okay, I've got a new question in my mind palace. Okay, we're going to the mind palace. What is the mind palace? Is this the mind palace? Wow. I guess so. Whoa. Okay. Cool. Alright, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. I'll connect these neurons later, I suppose. Look at all these tentacles. Okay. Okay, so what are we doing?
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. How's it going, everybody? The bookshop. Ah, Barnes Bookshop. How you doing? I am on a break.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood.
Really, Holmes? How can you be so sure?
On rare occasions, Watson, it can suffice to trust one's gut.
Yeah, so Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, you see, he got it. Okay. Now, I've got my coat, I've got my hat, I've got my glasses, I've got my mustache. The bookstore is closed, regrettably. There's a spiral, which is never a good thing. Yes. Interesting. Wow. Okay, something bad happened here. About my Cthulhu vision. Alright.
What a grim view.
Desolation, emptiness, and horror. Which would be fitting for this story. I imagine. Okay. What am I doing with my life? Not Sherlock Holmes, me. What am I doing with my life? Ah. Okay. That seemed important for some reason. Okay, that's a body of water. There will be something in that shortly. Some creature. Ah! You tried to throw me off the trail. Somehow I knew it would always be you. Yes. Okay, can I climb this ladder? I cannot. What are we doing, Watson? Do we want to get into Sandwick Manor? Do we care? I agree. Look at the size of this bicycle. It's as big as me. All right then. What are we doing? Oh, there's a horse. How are you, sir? Oh no, don't get up on my account. Can I give him a carrot, some fruit or something? An apple, anything? Oh, he saw what happened to the pig and he's freaking out. Okay. We probably should not be in there. What do you think?
How about that Vogel fellow? He seems rather obsessed with you. Would he do something like this?
Alright. This is pretty cool. I like this. How's it going? Okay, so where are we going next? How long is your break, sir? Suspicious. Oh. Whoa! Okay. I'm not sure how he came up with that, but that seems to be what's going on here. The newsboy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books, and this morning Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. Okay. A cactus spine for assassination, a loud bang, a visit to Mr. Barnes is in order. Cool.
That Mr. Holmes' murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Not every pawn knows it's part of a game.
I've pinned the evidence. All right. Okay, I guess he's back from break.
Why go through all this scheming to murder you? A spine stuck to the newspaper is hardly lethal.
Wait. I hear a puppy. Ow! Well, hello there.
Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy?
All right, Barnes. Why a cactus needle? I can observe him. I can observe him very closely. All right, so we're looking at his face. Bags under eyes, the effects of overwork. Okay. There's something going on with his book that I can't seem to... Oh! Okay. Take a look at it. Ink! Okay, he leans heavily on his right leg, meaning he has a sore left leg. Don't mind me, I'm just shoving my nose right into your shin here. Don't worry about it. He wants to look taller. Okay, he's either a workaholic or a blackmail victim. Okay. Let's see if I'm right.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness
or not. I know, I have a very imposing hat.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
Okay.
The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
All right. Okay, this is askew, and it looks fairly Lovecraftian to me.
I can hardly imagine anything more macabre.
What is this? A catalog of exotic plants on Barnes's counter. The Exotic Plants Catalog. The name of the catalog reads, Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
All right. I wonder what the connection there is. Spilled his coffee several times. Is that not important? All right, seems like that would be something we would be interested in. All right. Okay, so it's not Red Dead Redemption. I can't just rob his cash register. Okay. Wait, hang on. There's a thing over here. Pardon me.
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Mycroft is Sherlock Holmes' exceedingly intelligent older brother. Okay, what else we got around here? There are 3 things to investigate, it seems. Okay.
The finest view London has to offer.
So we think he's in love with her. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And that would make sense because he has this this book on the power of love, Blood and Mandrake, in his case here. Maybe he's trying to get her attention.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
And we know that she is across the street selling flowers, trying to make a connection. Okay, all right, all right. So we have Lovecraftian nonsense, Egyptian cryptography, everlasting plants, so we can keep these plants alive. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Spilled coffee. Let's see. How about it, man?
Apologies, but I can't hear you. Please come back later.
What do you think? I don't know what this is going to do yet. I could also just leave. Hello there.
The weather is dreary, isn't it?
Terribly.
To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
But in this kind of a game, the dog could have responded on her own. Okay, so... Don't mind if I peruse for a moment.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so.
Oh!
Really sell them.
Cactus needles!
Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin? The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something.
Interesting. Could be the loud bang the newsboy heard.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Okay. Okay. Mrs. Fleming uses makeup to hide her tear-stained cheeks. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric that is not suitable for outside work. Her shoes show no trace of mud. She must have changed them when she arrived. While she tries to bury her grief by dressing extravagantly, she still wears a mourning brooch in memory of her late husband. Her gaze, always staring off into the distance, reveals her emotional detachment. While Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband, she is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she is dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply because she has learned to love herself again. I hope that's the case.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
Okay. I'm not sure what evidence I should provide her with.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Fair point. How would she know about Barnes' broken ladder?
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Okay.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It's possible.
Seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Hey!
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy. So we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
How do you feel about Cthulhu?